All right, Storm Chasers, we are live. Okay, as you guys are coming in, let me know that you can hear me and see me, which you should be able to. Okay, we got a few stories we need to get into. Tiffany Haddish new lawsuit. Of course, I got to talk about Cardi B. Y'all thought I forgot about that story. I did not. Another Lizzo update. The dancers just got interviewed by TMZ, so it seemed like the shit for Lizzo is getting worse by the minute, and we need to actually get into it. So read these comments here. Anna says salute from Rochester. Shout out to Anna. She got what she asked for. Me too. We back. All right. Let me know that y'all can hear me. And we're going to get into our first story that's actually about. Actually, about Kylie Jenner. All right, let me move this over here and let's share the screen. All right, via TMZ. All right, so Kylie Jenner. Oh, do I need to sing the Wonder Bread song? I'm gonna sing it real quick. We got that Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread on. We got that Wonder Bread news. That build a thought news. That still ass news. That unseasoned news. That horse ass news. I'm gonna ruin a man's life ass news. But I'm really dyking ass news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread on. We got that Wonder Bread news. All right. And bitch, I held that no. So our favorite build-a-thigh Kylie Jenner, our favorite sexy MILF, got the body of a 25-year-old and the face of a frozen 45-year-old. But that's what they say looks good, and that's beauty in America. Anyway, Kylie Jenner, all right, and her mammy, Kris Jenner, then gave a story to TMZ telling them that she and the American French actor by the name of Timothée Chalamet is still together, all right? She been dating this white man allegedly for some months now, even though she just had a baby for another man not too long ago. All right, shout out to Kylie Jenner and her ex-man, her ex-sperm donor, her ex-buck, her mute Negro, because did Travis Scott ever start talking? He definitely always gives mute. He barely just started showing his face, although if you see his face and the ghastly bags up under his eyes, you would also understand why he never really wanted to pose for a picture and never really smiled. And I really don't want to ever see that fool smile again after all them people that died at that Astro World Festival. All right. And I'm just saying, you ain't heard that from me, but you heard that from me. So anyway, she's done getting nut out of her ugly buck. And she done got two mixed race children that are very light skinned and look nothing like their ugly father. And now she's ready to go back to white because that was always the plan. This family has sucked everything that they could get out of black folks, black coochie, black penis. I mean, literally all the nut they could get, all the black uteruses they could use to bring forth their children, all the inspiration they can get from the black women, all the ideas they could get for their marketing. They got it all from the black. It all goes back to the black. Black women, how does it feel for everybody to be eating off of your plate and to pretty much leave you with the crumbs? You got the trans girls that want to be you. You got the white girls that want to be you. You got the straight men that love you, hate you, and want to be you at the same time too. Everybody loves the black queen. Black where? Anyway, this ain't about that. Timothée Chalamet Timothée Chalamet, for y'all that don't know, like I said, is an American French actor. He's been acting since he was 8 years old. His career really took off at the age of 13, and so he's pretty much a child star. And I think that Kylie feels like since she was a child star and he was a child star, it would just kind of make sense for them to go together and for her to merge into the acting world. And let's just be clear, we're never going to see Kylie in a movie because Kylie cannot act. Kylie is not talented in that way. And even though you may feel that you were a child star, Kylie, I'm here to let you know that you were not a child star because you were never a star. You simply used your sister's clout to build $1 billion business. And, we still ain't seen them fake ass tax returns that y'all sent over there to Forbes because they say that shit really ain't worth $1 billion. It's really more like 600 some million. But I'm not going to squander at either number because I ain't got neither amount in my bank account. So anyway, with that being said, I just want to keep you humble and remind you where the hell you come from, Kylie. And one too long ago, we was watching you and your old face swing on a pole at 10 years old in your mammoth's bedroom, the same room that you scrap your daddy mama in or your mama daddy in, the same room that your daddy mama would do your mama and then put on your mama's panties and shoes when she left. Ain't that some shit? See, Kris Jenner would get ready to leave the house to be the masculine, to be the man, because that's where she feels most comfortable. Because it's clear that Kris Jenner had a penis in a past life. And so she would leave the house and take your daddy mama, your mama daddy, your daddy mama's balls with her. And then, you know, since she would have your daddy mama's balls, then your daddy mama at that time would then get in her panty drawer and get in her high heels and get in her wig drawer. And it was just a weird dynamic. It's no use that you grew up all confused and not loving yourself because you grew up with two parents that didn't even understand their genders and their gender roles. It is what it is. But thank God for your mammy, because your pappy didn't want to do shit but wear high heels and be broke. And at least y'all mama wanted y'all to be rich, even if she had to whore you guys out in the process. But anyway, with that being said, like I said, you wasn't no star. You simply rose off your sister's fame, who rose off of Ray J's dick, who rose up off the bed to make $1 million. Anyway, so, you know, we had thought they had broke up. But according to TMZ, they are not broken up. But see, I call bullshit on all this, Kylie, because I believe that Timothy is nothing more than a cover for a lesbian, and I have to say alleged, but a lesbian relationship that you have with your best friend Stassi. Ain't it always funny that Kylie got to have a best friend to go with her everywhere, go live with her damn near, be with her up under the kids, you know, pick up the shit from the dog, damn near be her assistant, pretty much be her storyline on the show, pretty much be like what? Her wife, her sister husband, her girlfriend, because I think you bisexual. I think you over there dyking. I'm gonna be very real with you. I think it's Kylie the dykey. Kylie the dykey. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, scrap these girls in peace and suck their coochie dry all that you want. But it definitely makes sense why Jordan and her dumb ass is over there back over in your grips. Because if it's one thing about a lesbian relationship, baby, that's the true welcome to death row. You can never really get out of it except by extreme injury or death or dishonor. I'm just saying, them lesbians don't never want to let each other go there. They argue all the time, they scrap all the time, they scissor all the time, but they can't let each other go. I don't understand. I don't understand why do all that arguing. If it just ain't gonna work, let them go. And so, you know, Jordan then went back around you, Kylie, to suck your coochie dry and eat your ass from the back. But in the meantime, everybody on social media thinks that Stassi has taken Jordan's coochie eating role and is now, you know, and like I said, that y'all dyking and bulldagging over there, and you claim that y'all not. But let's just play a little clip here and let's get on back into it. So we're gonna play a little clip. Shout out to Holly Wire on YouTube. Okay. And let's play.
Kylie kisses Stassi Jenner just set the record straight if she and her best friend Stassi Caranicola are more than best friends. On the latest episode of The Kardashians, Kylie kisses Stassi on the lips and then says, quote, "Oh my God, isn't it so funny that everyone thinks we're dating these days?" Then Stassi adds, "I know." Kylie then explains, quote, "When we get a little alcohol in our systems, we just like to kiss each other and stuff."
When we get a little alcohol in our systems, we just like to kiss each other and stuff. Now, I believe that most girls out here is bisexual and gay anyway and be docking on any fucking holiday, but that ain't the point. The point is, if we thought you was over there bulldagging with Jordan, and I would think the same thing about Stassi, and y'all just happen to kiss each other every time y'all drunk, what else do y'all think is going on? I'm just keeping it real. Let's keep listening.
And then Stassi responds with, "We should be making martinis. What are we doing?" And then Stassi orders a martini with a lemon twist before adding, quote, "Why do people think that? That's so weird. We're just obsessed with each other." Then Kylie adds that all of her comments on posts with her and Stassi, some of these posts where they are kissing on the lips, say, quote, "We know you guys are having sex with each other." Kylie then explains that she and Stassi have been friends since they were 12 years old, and Stassi is Kylie's oldest friend who she grew up with and is like a sister to her.
I thought she said the very same thing about Jordan. I thought you met Jordan since she was 12 years old. I thought that Jordan was like a sister to you. You got a whole lot of sisters, but we know that it ain't nothing for you and your sisters to share men, share women, share draws, you know, pose all on each other sensually for an ad to sell a product. I ain't trying to sound like Candace Owens. I'm just saying. So you saying that this is like your sister is nothing of significance. what? And we need to know, is you not eating the coochie of Stassi? See, you've been looking for for a storyline over there, and your mammy been over there really looking for a storyline, and I think you're missing it, Kylie the Dyke. I think what you need to do is go ahead and have a bulldagging storyline, and that'll really shake shit up so you can bring the ratings back that you and your mammy and your daddy mama and all your sisters and your brother that's still hiding in the basement smoking weed has been waiting for.
Kylie then confesses it would be so much easier if she was sexually attracted to Stassi, but she's not. Also, to our knowledge, Stassi and Kylie are both spoken for as.
That don't mean shit. Anyway, we're going to move right along from that. I'll let y'all decide if y'all believe this or not. All right. Is she Kylie the Dyke, or is she just simply Kylie the MILF with the body of a 25-year-old and the face of a sexy, frozen 45-year-old? Moving right along from that, we're going to scroll over to TMZ because all the rumors are true. Yeah. Okay, let's get to it.
Opioids are effective medications for people experiencing.
We're going to listen to the interview that TMZ did with the two dancers that are actually suing Lizzo for sexual harassment, unpaid wages, etc., etc. Okay, and overall, just inappropriate behavior.
Were these demands or suggestions made by Lizzo, as you say, were they direct, where they said, I really want you to do it? Or was it more, I'm afraid if I don't, I might get fired?
Yeah, I think for both of us, there was like this always looming feeling of thinking that if you didn't do something or you didn't adhere to certain suggestions or demands, that your job could be in jeopardy. I mean, there have been specific instances, for example, whenever we were in contact with our agents and we were trying to negotiate receiving a retainer while we were working with the team, things kind of started being more tense in the work environment, more hostile. So right off the bat, we kind of already felt like the energy was shifting. And after negotiations for retainers began, we got an email before one of the shows, basically from her, somebody from her management team, saying that the way that we have been acting was unprofessional.
Okay, so bottom line, right off the bat, it's clear that Lizzo and her team allegedly didn't even want to pay these girls. Now, if you pay attention, whenever you're going through lawsuits and you got to do interviews, like your attorneys would tell you to wear certain colors. Okay, if you notice, both the ladies have a shade of green on. Am I tripping? The one on the right definitely got green. The one on the left, I think that's green, but just a darker green. But my colors can be a little off. Let me know if I'm not. Let me know if I'm tripping. Because I feel what green symbolizes what? Money. Money. Baby, money. They in it for the money. See, you wear white when you want to look pure and innocent and demure, right? But this green is letting y'all know, baby, it's about the money. They here for the money. And let me ask you, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about being hired to do a job, right? And not being forced to do something, but it being insinuated that if you don't do this, then maybe you won't have your job. That's still not force, but there is intimidation. I don't know. It's going to get real sticky. I really hope they got their evidence together, but let's go.
And the attitudes that we were exhibiting on the job was unacceptable, and that it could be grounds for termination. And that's just one specific instance that we went through in regards to working with the team.
Now, Lizzo, why you didn't want to pay your dancers? Why you didn't want to pay your people? Why did you and your team allegedly treat them different after they negotiated their retainer? What's the problem? You a very rich bitch, Lizzo. My golly, did you eat up all the money? Did you want more of the touring budget to be on food? There's only so many Oreos you can eat. I know it's vegan, but damn. There's only so many French fries you can scarf down at one time. There's only so many vegan milkshakes you can make at once before it gives you explosive diarrhea. So why didn't you want to pay these ladies their retainer? And why did you act funny? Because they wanted their paperwork together. Allegedly.
There is so many instances where dancers who did, have fun with her and, go along with like what she was doing and, be down for anything, that they were favored, they were hired for more shows, they were invited on, like private jets and to do cool things and, could hang out with her and in like tropical settings like Hawaii and stuff like that.
So why do y'all think Lizzo would have needed to have these dancers hang out with her everywhere and go everywhere with her? It's given lonely. It's given Dyken too. Is Lizzo over there, Dyken? I'm trying to figure out Dyken the Bull. I'm trying to figure out what would be the purpose for her to be so damn lonely that she would need all these dancers to go have fun with her and turn up with her. We know how this industry is. Have fun means spread your legs. This shit sounds like one big ritual. I'm just saying.
Some of our coworkers, it's just like there was no line between professionalism and personal.
What did I just tell y'all this morning? You need to always keep the personal and the professional separate. Because people can come back and say X, Y, Z. I'm not saying these ladies are lying. I have to say allegedly, I was not there. I'm going to laugh and gag at it. That's just me. But at the end of the day, it's very important to keep things separate, neutral, professional, and the help is not your friend, Lizzo, and neither are those burgers and fries. The milkshakes, the sodas, the Twinkies, the ho-hos, the zebra cakes, the vegan butter, the 100-calorie chip snacks. They're 100 calories. It's 1,000 if you eat 10 of them at once, Lizzo.
And so we had in our minds that if we weren't, down for anything, that we would then be ostracized later. It was this unspoken thing in the camp that if you weren't super fun, like if you like skipped out on all of the like outings and, all that stuff, that you wouldn't be seen in good favor from Lizzo, and that you would then not be considered like one of the people that is like cool and down for anything, and then therefore not be booked for as many jobs.
You mentioned that there was some kind of a dispute over a retainer. When you parted company with Lizzo, when both of you parted company with Lizzo, was it just kind of happened? Were you terminated? Did you quit? How did the separation go?
Yeah, for me, my situation was a little bit different than Ari's. There was a meeting that Lizzo had. It was all of our meetings were pretty intense, but this one was a more intense meeting with her, just emphasizing the fact that she wasn't.
I'd be damned if I let a girl who getting bullied online bully me. Oh, all our meetings with her were intense. Intense for what? You ain't doing nothing that special. You're fluting the flute. You're singing the songs, and half of those you go lip sync. You gonna dance and twerk, and that's your show. This ain't that complicated. The lyrics ain't that deep. Her dance moves ain't that damn creative. So what is there to be intense about? When you work for J-Lo, it's gonna be intense. When you work for Beyonce, it's gonna be intense. When you work for Rihanna, it's gonna be intense. Why in the hell is dancers feeling intense to come to to work for a damn Lizzo show? She ain't doing no acrobatics. She ain't being lifted and hoisted up in the air and flipping like Beyonce in the sky, because they don't make them cranes strong enough to hold a big ass up there. So my whole point is, what is there to be intense about? I would have told her, you better be intense with the motherfuckers online and drag you every day, not intense with me. Say you putting your ball, you putting your nuts on the table, Lizzo, and you ain't got to put your nuts on the table with the dancers, with the help. Put your nuts on them niggas in the industry.
pleased with our performing and that we still weren't dancing up to, you know, her standards. And basically this was after the intense re-audition that we went through after, you know, having hours of rehearsal, to which she then brought up the
hours of rehearsal is standard. Don't get to complaining about that.
Allegations of us drinking before shows. I raised my hand to speak. She allowed me to speak. And in that moment, I let her know that, you know, we never partook in those activities and that we would never put ourselves, her, or the show or our jobs in jeopardy. And days later, one of her tour managers terminated me in a hotel lobby.
All right. So I'm going to leave that there. I don't know who y'all believe so far, them, the dancers, or do you believe that Lizzo was innocent? I believe that the truth is somewhere in the middle. I'm not still really hearing that they were forced to do anything, maybe intimidated, possibly being in fear of losing their job or possible being blacklisted for other jobs. Y'all got to understand too, at the same time, the life of a dancer is rough. The work is inconsistent. People got bills to pay, people got families to feed, but at the end of the day, then nobody hold no gun to your head and make you stay there. But at the same time, nobody has the right to nobody has the right to sexually harass you or intimidate you on your job too. So I don't know, people, this could go either way, but you know, I'm not hearing that she made this girl get on her knees and eat her cookies. Like I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing more some bullying and intimidation. And hell, y'all all big ass girls. So what's gonna show? You should have ran up. You should have told Lizzo, run up, get done up, you big bitch, and then just see what she would have done from there. I mean, if she was already gonna fire you, you at least should have smoked off on her ass, you know, a little less housewives, and you should have been a little more baddies, and you know, you probably would have felt like you got your lick back, and that would have been that. But anyway, moving right along from that. I don't know who y'all believe in that case. Y'all can watch the rest of that at TMZ.com. Yeah, that's that. Now, moving right along. I didn't forget about the story with Cardi B throwing the mic at people in Vegas. So I have to give context to this and say that apparently it's a thing in some of Cardi B's shows that she'll let people like throw water on her, which is kind of weird to me because I always feel like you've been drinking and you finna throw your backwash on me, and I'm good on that. Like if I want a waterfall, I'll just pay for a waterfall. I'll sprinkle water on myself. I don't need you to piss on me. You know, I don't need you to R. Kelly me. I don't. But anyway, with that being said, at this particular performance, on the opposite side of the stage, and she was over there, she allowed them to throw some water on her. But then when she came to this side of the stage and this person threw the water, it was different. So I have to mute it because of copyright. Copyright. Wait. Copyright. Okay, let's start that over. I was saying, I don't gotta dance, I make money move. Say, I don't gotta dance, I make money move. I see you in the street, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a bit. Okay, so now let's go back. So she like, I'm lip syncing, I'm holding my. Oh, bitch, what? You fucking bitch. You got me messed up. What's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you? I'm Cardi B, you don't do me like that. Are you out of your mind? Bitch. Fuck out of here, ho. From the Bronx, bitch. All right, so I don't know if y'all agree with my rendition of that or not. All right. Allegedly, the person that she hit with the mic is suing for battery because apparently she got a pretty good aim. Is it bad that she low-key took that shit off like a chancleta? Ain't that what it is? Where all my Hispanic mommies in the chat in Caribbean folk? Is it a chancleta? Chancleta? What is it? The chancla? What's that thing them Hispanic mamas be? They be. I thought it meant shoe that they be throwing at their kids. A chancla. Thank you. I know I didn't see them throw it at their Mexican and Hispanic kids and shit. Anyway, with that being said, Cardi B, you know damn well you can't be out here catching more assault cases, ma'am. You in court more than a little bit. Hell, you in court more than a damn judge. You want to just go back to school and work for the courts because you end up like a motherfucker. Anyway, I don't know who started this trend of wanting to throw things at the artists on stage, throw water, throw cell phones, throw rocks, throw lions, tigers, and bears. But I'm here to let y'all know that you pretty much gonna be doing this at your own risk, because some of these artists is really about it, and they would jump out that stage and they would beat your ass. Point blank. Point blank. You said don't talk about the tampon. What tampon? What tampon? Was Cardi B tampon showing? I didn't see no tampon. I didn't see no string. Wait a minute. I wasn't looking at her coochie like that, but let's see. I'm a lip sync. Oh, nah, bitch. Ah, bow. Got me messed up, ho. Bitch. Fuck out of here. I don't see no tampon. That weave is gorgeous, though. Hair was done very well. What tampon? T with the T posted it. It's a video of her in the yellow dress. Lord, her tampon was shown when she threw her mic at the DJ. Oh, well, it happens. It happens. It is what it is. So, long story short, she's facing battery charges over that. So we'll see what comes of it, and we'll continue to follow the story. Now, moving right along, this next story, I think it's gonna really more people are going to be talking about it tomorrow, because it's already like evening time. You know the way the news cycle goes. So Tiffany Haddish is being sued again by her ex-friend for over $1 million over extortion allegations. Now, if y'all remember, Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears had to settle the lawsuit with the kids, who are now adults, that they had in that very weird Illuminati-like skit. I can't even really describe it. Just if you remember, you remember. They pretty much scrubbed it from the internet. I'm sure you can still find it somewhere, but it was the skit that pretty much ruined Aries and Tiffany's career. Tiffany still ain't bounced back. Aries' career was pretty much already done, but he was damn near like ready to self-delete. Things that got so bad. Define extortion. Yeah, well, the definition is kind of, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, with that being said, Tiffany and Aries was already sued by the kids, who were the kids then, but now they're adults, right? Now they're being sued by the mama of the kids that they had in that skit. The mama is suing her now for $1 million, saying, you accuse me of being an extortionist. And you know what? Y'all got to remember, extortion can actually carry a lot of prison time, which is why that is actually a big deal. All right, so it says Tiffany Haddish ex-friend slapped the actress with a wild defamation lawsuit 1 year after the woman's children sued the comedian, right? The lady's name is Treza Morris. Do we have a picture of Treza Morris? Let's see, probably not. All right, Treza said she was friends with Tiffany from 2011 to 2020. She met Aries in 2014, but never had a friendship with him. The suit said Tiffany became close with Treza's family, and her children referred to her as Auntie Tiff. She said in the summers of 2014, Tiffany groomed and solicited her minor children to perform, film, record, publish, and distribute. You already know what, right? We all synced it, okay? Now, Treza's children, who are now adults, sued Aries and Tiffany last year. They dismissed the case, aka dropped it, aka they got paid. They got paid heavily, I believe, right? But it's gone, right? It went away. But now the mama said, nah, bitch, I need my money too. Now Tiffany's dragged to court by Treza. She accused Tiffany and Aries of defaming her by making public claims following her children's lawsuit being filed that she was attempting to extort them. The issue with people publicly saying that you are extorting them or attempting to extort them is that literally can get your ass locked up. That's what happened with the Kevin Hart tape. Remember, he said that was extortion, and his best friend at the time that had did it, I think ended up doing time, or whatever happened with that Kevin Hart story. Anyway, but extortion was allegedly involved in that. But now that case has been dropped too. I need to go do some digging on that because they didn't talk about that much. Anywho, everybody's in the mood to sue. She won $1 million. And she said that anyway, she wants $1 million. Okay, so that's that. You defamed me. You said I was trying to extort you when I never was, and that's that. The friend was acquitted, right? Kevin was lying, because if that extortion would have went through, that extortion claim, Kevin's friend would have did major time. Kevin had to allegedly make up that extortion story to save his own public image and his marriage, because at the end of the day, nobody set up Kevin Hart other than the trick that he was laying down with, and Kevin Hart set up himself. But anyway, so here we go. All right. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, their past is once again coming back to haunt them. I don't know what to say. I mean, are they gonna pay off the mama too? Maybe. Tiffany says she ain't got no more money, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, Teresa, but if you want some money, you might have to go to your kids. You might have to get some. Hey, you might have to have your kids run you a little check. But then something was going on too, because the mama didn't even really have custody of the kids when they were little. Another family member did at some point too. It's all messy. It's all sticky. It's all weird. That skit that I saw with the kid and Tiffany and Aries was just weird. It gave off grooming energy. It gave off. Okay, in this industry, they record everything, right? So when they go to these parties and in these meetings and behind closed doors, a lot of things are recorded, audio, video, whatever, right? And it's pretty much you're giving the Jakuma Tati something, right? A sacrifice, something that could embarrass you, something that could humiliate you, something that you never really want to get out. They hold that over your head forever so that you never really go against them. And I believe that was the same thing with the Ray J and Kim K tape. Remember, there's 3 versions: the original tape, the second tape they had to redo, and the third tape that has never seen the light of day and that Kim Kardashian desperately did not want us to see. What was Ray J doing to her in that third tape? The world may never know. But it just gave that same kind of energy, because the skit was so damn weird. And had the kid in this I can't even really describe it. It just gave, casting couch vibes. It gave, sacrificing vibes. Like, that's just what it gave. And their past is now coming back to haunt them. The issue with this industry is that once you start giving in, you got to keep giving. And when you say, I'm done, I'm not sacrificing another family member, I'm not sleeping with nobody else, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that no more, I'm done, then all your shit comes back to haunt you. I guess that's another way of saying then the devil comes to collect. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Yeah, there is no done. Exactly. There is no done. All right. In the third tape of Kim K, there were a lot of water sports action. The handler who had the video said it in an interview. Oh, well, okay, well, that's what it was. Kim K didn't want us to see her get peed on. Now it makes sense. So, I mean, hey, hopefully she could bounce back from this, but I don't know. Tiffany Haddish did previously say that she was broke. Now, keep in mind, like, celebrity broke is not like, it's not always like regular broke, but she spent a lot of money on this court case, a lot of money settling that court case, and lost a lot of deals, opportunities, etc. I'm not asking y'all to have sympathy for her, but I'm just saying, like, this is bad. This is bad. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to actually take y'all questions and comments for a few minutes here. I did want to say, yes, book your one-on-one YouTube consultation. I'm actually running a deal on these YouTube consultations. I will be giving out consultations for $97. So if you ain't booked your YouTube consultation and you trying to get your shit off the ground, you need some ideas, you need some tips, you better book. Only $97. Okay. It's a high price to remain famous. I agree. Aries did Bill Cosby all the time, and it was a precursor to what was to come. Ooh, that's a good point. I'm sure Girls Trip 2 is on hold because of this. Yeah, it is. It is because the director said he wanted to work with Tiffany again, but it just at the time that was just not going to be possible. So once Tiffany is officially like uncanceled, then I'm sure they'll make part 2 of a Girls Trip. I need to book a consultation. You can email me, stormmonroebusiness.com, or you can click the link that my moderators are putting in the chat. Y'all better get it in. I'm gonna be doing them cheap consults all month, so better get it in. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a Taurus. Let's see. For real, $97. $97. Your videos have got me through a lot these past few weeks. Hey, shout out to Rose. Appreciate that from Kenya. Let's see. Storm, why they started talking about aliens to distract from stories they want to go away. Exactly. They only tell us stuff when they want to tell us. But in the last decade, if it's anything we've learned, is that us conspiracy theorists aren't that crazy. We ain't that crazy after all. How long is the consultation? Hour and a half, boo. Hour and a half. Y'all better get y'all better get it. Do you consult for certain sectors only? The only types of channels I really don't deal with are like children's channels, just because the rules are different and I'm not well versed on that, so I'm not gonna take your money. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you Gucci. 92, it's just $97. Just 97. Flat 97. Have you heard about Oprah and Ellen? I sure have. Have you thought about interviewing a transgender woman like Sydney Starr or somebody? Yeah, if they'll come on the show. I feel that T.S. Madison is wrong. Have y'all seen her fit? Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm still waiting for Surviving Oprah. Facts. Her Chicago black staff got the real tea about evil Oprah. You know what? They may not come out with that until she dies. You know, Oprah got a lot of power and a lot of pull. It's just hilarious. Okay. I hope she did. Listen, just hilarious speaking out was her not free will, freedom of speech. I don't have an issue with that. I just hate that she did it in the way that she did it because we live in a cancel culture. And I really want her to get that Breakfast Club job. And I don't know if that looked good or bad on her part. That was my only thing. Like, oh, can we address this in a different way? If I would have advised Jess Hilarious to comment, keep it cute, but then invite somebody like T.S. Madison, hell, and invite Flame Monroe at the same time. And y'all have a round table discussion of all things women, all things trans, and all things in between. That would have made more sense. But the back and forth on social media, it wasn't a good look. But then women really stood behind Jess. That's the thing I gotta say. Women in this case stayed on code. Women stayed on code. 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 I'm talking about the industry. I know we're not. Vivian said Envy and his baby self is in trouble, so I think Jess will be fine. That's a good point. Except Envy is already under contract. I don't think Jess was under contract yet. Okay. Literally, Storm, you just said him. Get them on your platform, shut them down, and get them on your platform to shut them down. I would be willing to host that. I'll reach out. I'll try. Hell, all they can do is say no. You know, I don't know if I have a big enough platform for them to want to come to, but I'll be willing to host that. Why not? There should be nothing wrong with having a conversation. And that's another thing too. Like, I hate that we live in times where you can't even ask, like, look, this is how I feel. I don't understand your walk of life, but I would like to understand it more. And then y'all just talk through it versus just writing somebody off because they have an opinion that you don't like. Look, low key, that's why y'all don't have good movies anymore. You don't get good music anymore. You don't get good comedy anymore because everybody is afraid of hurting somebody's fucking feelings. And it messes up us creatives from being able to really be creative. TS had a panel with Flame and some other folks. It was really something. Interesting. I didn't see that before. Nana said I heard all I needed to hear. Hell no. Let's see. Why are all YouTubers doing this now? Stop that. You're big enough in our mindstorm. Even R. Kelly called you. He sure did. They still mad at that. He sure did call. He sure did. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You can follow me on all platforms. Just type in Storm Monroe. I'll be there. We may come back later to do another show. We may not, depending on what's going on. But like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all later.